She is the pride of Manchester, England, and Bulgaria. She is competing on June 13th, 2024 at the Mohegan Sun. She is Dakota Ditcheva. Hello, Dakota. How are you?
I'm
Great
good,
to see you in person.
You
welcome. Wow, look at this. You got all the Celsius here.
I know.
Hello, everyone. welcome. And welcome to New York as well.
Thank you.
Yes, this is so nice. By the way, you're very tanned right now.
I am. Well, I've been living in Florida area.
Oh, that's right. American Top Team.
Keeping up my tan.
Yes. Yeah. It's not the English sun that is doing this.
Not. We don't have any English sun.
Yes. Well, there is a Sun newspaper, but we don't like them, right? No one likes them.
Nobody does, no.
Okay. I've learned about that. Well, welcome. Is this your first time in New York?
No, it's not actually. I fought in New York before, actually.
Of course.
Yeah,
How
my
stupid am I?
second fight for PFL.
Yes, the end of season show at the Hulu Theater.
Yeah.
Or then it was the theater. Do you like New York?
I do.
Okay.
I do like it. For a few days, and then I like to be back in the quiet and the sunshine.
It's very hectic.
It is very.
You went to a New York City FC match.
Yeah.
How does it compare to English football?
Do you know what? I was pleasantly surprised. It was actually really good. I don't know whether it was just the team that kind of showed up on the day, but when I arrived, like the fans were setting off flares outside. They were marching around. It was like being at Wembley.
You didn't expect that?
No, I didn't. I didn't think it was that popular over here. Yeah, so
it's getting very, very popular. And in fact, I believe NYCFC they're sort of a sister team to Man City.
They are, yeah.
Correct, the same logo and all that. So did they show you love?
They definitely did, yeah. And I did at first think that they were all walking around in Man City tops, but the tops are just very similar. That's all.
Commiserations, Champions League didn't quite work out.
I mean, we just won the Premier League.
No. That's the big one. Don't pretend like that one's.
Why do we always have to go to the negative area?
I'm going in order. That first happened, right? Real Madrid on the pens. Yeah. Bernardo Silva, he did a penalty kick and he shot it right at the goalie. It was a bit of a bottle job, was it not?
It really was. Yeah, it was. And the penalties always get us like that as well. Or when it went to penalties, I was like, oh no. But we pulled it back. We've won the Premier League. Got another match against United next week.
Cup, right. We scoured your social media, and according to my crack staff back there, no mention of winning the Premier League on your social media. Are you still in mourning over the Champions League loss? Why no celebration? Or is it just so commonplace now that you don't celebrate?
No, I mean, it was just because I went to the New York City game and I felt like I had to put their post up first. They had me there at the game, so felt like it was only right I put a post up for them. But just wait until we beat United next week.
Okay, you're waiting for the whole thing. You're waiting for the double.
Yeah.
As they say. Okay.
Yeah.
Now, what kind of posts will you put up when they're charged with the 115 violations? Are we going to put...
I don't look that far ahead into the future if it ever happens.
Forrest got 4-point deduction for doing nothing, and you guys have 115. Isn't that crazy? I mean, come on. 115. That's absurd. They're going to go all the way down to the National League once they're done with them. What about Forrest? Not staying up? Did you see that?
I know, yeah, I did see that.
Were you happy?
I mean, for you, I was happy, yeah.
I appreciate that.
For me, it doesn't make a difference where it's top. Yeah.
You don't look all the way down.
No. I was going to bring you a City shirt as well, but I didn't know whether you were going to appreciate that or not.
My son would. He's a big fan. He was wearing his Foden jersey on Sunday. I think you guys are going to win the Euro.
Do you think?
Foden, Jude Bellingham, Harry Kane, Saka. I mean, it's a murderer's row, as they say.
Yeah, we have got a good team.
Rashford out. Did you see that?
I did see that, yeah.
Come on, I'm very impressive with my knowledge. Do you not think?
Do you know what? You spit in loads of facts
a lot,
here.
Yes. Gareth Southgate, bum.
Yeah.
Do you want him out? Come on, how many times?
No comment.
Why? I heard you on TalkSport. You were talking about... I was driving my car one day. I listened to TalkSport all the time. And there you are, in studio.
I know.
Crazy.
Wait until people see that I'm in studio today.
Would you say this is a bigger deal than TalkSport?
Definitely.
Okay, well, thank you.
Don't tell them that, but yeah.
No one's watching. Okay, so let's talk about you. June 13th, Mohegan Sun. Mm-hmm. Second fight of the season. Now you're just a part of the regular PFL. Yeah. First fight in the books, April, San Antonio.
Yeah.
Job well done. Happy with it?
Perfect.
First round finish?
Yeah, really happy with it. Top of the table as well, so...
I feel like you're the only one that uses that terminology, by the way, which I like.
Top of the table.
Yeah, because it's very sort of... This is what Don would appreciate.
Yeah.
He wants it to be viewed as like a regular sport where people are talking about the table and all that.
Well, it's important in the first 2 rounds, right? You got to place top of the table, and even... The girls, a few of them got first round stoppages, so there was a few that were, kind of near the top, but I placed right up there. So
And what gets you over them?
so a few of us got first round stoppages, but I was in the quickest time.
Oh gosh.
So
Really? This is
yeah,
like goal differential.
I know.
Okay. Wow.
Yeah, it's the same. So I think it just kind of makes the fight more important for you. You know, you got to go out there and get the job done as quick as you can these first 2 rounds, because people that didn't kind of think about that now have to make up for it, you know, in the next round, because they need to get top points again. So
You think about that, really? Like, does it actually enter your mind like, oh, I need to try to finish this?
yeah, I mean, definitely. I was thinking about it when I was fighting, yeah, which is probably not the best thing, I don't think, to be concentrating on that. But it is important, you know, you can get top points in the first round, and then if I drop a few now, maybe another girl will kind of come up, and it's only top 4 that place. So
Right.
definitely something that I think about, yeah.
I think the women's flyweight season tournament, whatever you want to call it, is their most interesting one
I agree.
because of Liz coming in and some of the other Bellator names coming in. Your entry into the regulars. Some of the other weight classes, it's a lot of the same people, but this
Yeah.
feels very fresh and new, and I think
Yeah.
quite wide open, because I think a lot of people want to know how you will compete against the Liz Carmouches of the world.
Yeah, I think that's probably one of the main things that I've seen is, like, now I've come up to the global season and they've brought in these 2 experienced fighters. It's kind of like everyone's thinking, where's Dakota going to fit now?
Right.
So, but that's good for me, you know. Again, it just keeps me motivated to prove that, you know, I'm at this level, and it's exciting fights that people want to see as well. So,
When would you versus Liz be?
I mean, she only got 3 points, right? So she's got to. This is what I said
gosh.
about the points. She has to try and get a
She
stoppage.
might not make the cut.
That's the thing. Yeah, you just
Wow.
can't predict it at all. So, I mean, I'm happy Liz is in the tournament, but it would have been another way to look at it. I would have liked to maybe won this tournament and then fought her on the champ versus champ season.
Yeah.
That would have been really cool. So, yeah, I feel like it's good that she's in the tournament, but at the same time, it could have been exciting to have her on a different.
Well, if she falls out,
So,
it might.
it might work out. Yeah,
Right. I guess she's still considered the Bellator champ.
she is. Yeah, of
Right?
course. Yeah.
Who do you think is your toughest test in this tournament?
Definitely Liz, or Talia is definitely, you know, our styles are very similar. She's got high level jiu-jitsu as well, but I think that would be a really good fight for both of us. I think it'd be a good matchup.
And on this card, the June 13th card in Connecticut, Mohegan Sun, is Liz fighting. She is on the card.
Yeah.
And she is fighting. Wait, I got it right here. She is fighting. Oh, Kana Watanabe.
Yeah, she's fought her before.
Yes.
In Bellator, yeah.
Okay, and Tyler Santos is on the card as well against Jenna Bishop.
Yeah.
All right, you're on the main card.
I am. I think.
You're co-main.
I know.
Look at you, over Liz.
I know. I think on the first round of the season, they put me on the undercard, and then something happened with the main card, and they switched me onto the bottom of that. But there were so many comments of people saying, like, why is Dakota on the undercard? So this time, I think they just put me, like, right up there to keep everyone.
Why not?
happy.
Yes. Do you
So-
feel like there is different attention, different buzz when you're fighting on these global cards as opposed to the Europe cards?
Yeah, I've definitely noticed as well on social media, you know, a lot more new fans, people coming over, commenting on my posts and following me and stuff. Obviously, with it being on ESPN, it's brought a whole new crowd, which is good for me, you know. I do enjoy fighting in Europe. That's the only thing that I do miss it. Like I fought on the Paris card for the European tournament, and that was unreal. So I do miss that, but it's nice to come over now and, you know, explore like the different states here.
Did you like San Antonio?
I did actually, yeah. It was a bit like we were downtown, so we were like in the touristy area, so there was a lot going on. But I mean, the next one after Connecticut is Nashville, and that's a place I've always wanted to go. So I'm excited to just kind of keep moving around a little bit. It's good.
And do you have that date yet?
The 2nd of August is the next one.
Golly, that's a quick turnaround.
It is. I think this is the quickest period between all the fights. This between the 2nd and 3rd is the shortest one. So that's another thing. Like, you never know who's going to pull out through injury or whether people are coping with the training. So I quite like the tournament. It keeps you on your toes.
How do you, like, as far as, you know, I've heard from some of the older fighters that it was hard to cut weight 4 times.
Yeah.
Does that affect you at this age or not yet?
Not really, no.
Okay.
I don't have a big cut, you know, I don't walk around super heavy. So for me, it's like, it's manageable and I can do it. So, but I can imagine it's tough for everybody else. Like, I think there's like 5-6 weeks between the next one. So, you know, back-to-back cuts like that, it's not always healthy for people that are doing like big ones. So, yeah, for me, I'm fine.
You won the European season last year. The pot was it 100,000?
Yeah,
Is that euro or US dollars?
US dollars.
So 100 US, is that more? Oh gosh, I'm gonna expose myself. Would that be
It's
more?
less in pounds.
Yes. Oh,
Yeah,
less than pounds. That's
yeah.
right.
I mean, it's still a life-changing amount
Right,
of
right,
money,
right.
yeah, but
The reason I
it's
asked this
less.
is you have video blogs that you put on your YouTube
Yeah.
channel. I suggest everyone go check them out. And I
Yeah.
couldn't help but see one particular scene where you were lamenting the fact that your car insurance has now gone from 600 to 1,000.
Yeah,
You just won 100,000.
I know.
You're fighting for $1 million, and you were complaining about a $400 spike.
I know,
What's
but
going on over here?
I
Are we not
mean-
managing the money correctly? It's just
I mean,
$400.
I know, but
You were
like,
devastated. It was like your dog died.
I still am devastated. I've
still are.
still not sorted it out. I'm still looking for cheaper.
Really? 1,000 isn't
Yeah.
too bad.
Do you know, no matter how much money I have, I just feel like, there's only certain price I'll pay for things. There's only so
And
much.
you
can
feel like
keep for
1,000 is
the
too
money.
much.
Definitely, yeah.
Really? Is it because
I mean,
maybe you
I'm
got into a
getting
couple of
better at
accidents?
driving as well. I've got more no claims,
Okay.
so it should be going
nothing.
down.
Because usually it goes up if you get into a fender bender.
Yeah.
Nothing.
No, they're mis-selling it me here. I'm supposed to be going down, but
Yeah. Is it an American company?
no, it's not. It's English.
Okay, so it's for your car over there. Maybe you just get rid of it if you're not spending time there.
I know, but my mum and dad at the moment are sharing a car, and I thought that's where I am sensible for my mum. Rather than her getting a car, I've still got mine on finance, and I let her drive it.
Ah.
So I feel like it's kind of saving the family money, because instead of her just buying a new one, mine's sat there, and she may as well drive it, and then I have a car when I return if I want to go home.
Right. Do you want to go home?
No.
Okay. You have no interest.
I don't. Apart from my family and my nana, yeah, then no, not really.
You'd love to live in Florida full time.
Between Florida and I also I go to Dubai as well sometimes.
Oh wow.
So
What do you do there?
yeah, I just train there. I've got friends there. I've got gyms there that I know. So I also have a visa there now. So golden visa, which is
Wow. What is that?
It's just like so I can go there. I can set up businesses. I can like.
Wow. A golden visa.
Yeah.
This is like a Willy Wonka thing.
I know.
How'd you get that? In a chocolate bar?
I mean, just through they really respecting athletes, and they're wanting more and more of the sporting world to come over there, which obviously you see in like Saudi, places
right,
like that,
of
Abu Dhabi. I think they want to invest a lot of money in, the athletes and the sport. So I can see a lot of the sport going that way, and I'd like to be involved in it. So hopefully, maybe one day I'll be able to fight over there.
So you can just go there, leave,
Yeah.
come whenever you want.
Yeah.
I would just set up shop there. It's amazing. Great
Yeah.
weather.
Definitely, that's another thing. I like to be in hot countries.
Right, right.
So although I have heard that Dubai sometimes can be a little bit too hot, but yeah, I feel like, in this tough sport, I feel like one of the main things is waking up to the sun. I think that changes your
Of course. Changes.
And if you can
yeah.
do that and still train hard, then I say why not?
Do you like Florida?
I do love it.
Other than the training, of course. Like, do you like the culture there?
I do, yeah. It's very quiet. Where the gym is, it's quite, it's not a crazy area. Miami's a short drive away. So if I wanted to go and change it up on the weekends, I can do that. But I just feel like the area that I'm in, I've got an apartment now next to the gym, and it's just super, I'm just super focused there. Yeah.
Are you, did you ever stay in the dorm at ATT?
No, they don't have girls there.
Oh, they don't allow it?
No, which I agree with.
Probably for the best.
Yeah.
Those guys could be probably a little intimidating, nasty or something. Yeah.
I suppose, yeah.
When did you first go to ATT?
God, it was 2022 maybe?
When you first walked in,
Yeah.
were there a lot of legends there? Was it intimidating?
It still is now,
Still
It
is.
still is now, yeah. I mean, like, we've got Dustin Poirier, he's still in the gym training. Obviously, he's got a big fight coming up. Kayla Harris, when she was... Harrison, sorry, yeah.
Yes.
When she was
I'm going to send her this.
I know.
The disrespect.
When she was when I first come in and she was there, and obviously I just signed with PFL, so I was making a debut. Having her around the gym was just great as well. But there's just so many girls that are kind of on the same journey and like moving up with me, and it's just a good mix. I feel like the top fighters still help the younger ones progress.
Do they?
Yeah. So it's
Do you
nice.
talk to
It's
any of
just a
them?
Yeah, there's like loads of us in there, and we all help each other. We all train together. We're all different weights, but we still help each other. So it's an amazing gym. I love it there.
As far as like a veteran, who is the kindest to you? Who takes you under their wing?
I mean, she's not there anymore, but Joanna Jacek did come in. She's been in a few times when I've been there, and she's just honestly the most humble and loveliest person that I've ever met. She said to me, you ever need anything, ever want any training, just call me, they can bring me back, I can come help. So
Wow.
that's somebody that I've looked up to. That still doesn't sink into me, but someone that I've watched like from the very beginning. So to to have her say them words, and she said to me like, you're the next champ, like you're going to be the next one. And even things like that just don't sink in. Like, I work with the same coach as she's got. Like, it gives me great confidence. Yeah.
I thought you were going to say Kyoji Horiguchi.
Oh, I love Kyoji.
What a legend.
Kyoji's one of the funniest people in the gym. He's just on another level every morning. Like, his energy is just 100% all the time. He makes everyone laugh.
Do you ever have, sometimes I deal with this, like, I last week was hosting the Mike Tyson Jake Paul press conference, and you have something called the imposter syndrome, and you're standing up there and you're like, what the hell? How did I end up here? Why am I here? I shouldn't be up here. Someone else should be up there. Like, I have no problem admitting this. Do you ever have that? Like, how did I end up here among these legends? Or are you so confident in yourself that you say, no, F yeah, I do belong here. I should be here. I'm going to be one of them one day. I'll be on that wall.
Yeah, a bit of both, I suppose. Like, I feel like I'm meant to be here. Like, I am good enough to be at that gym. I am good enough to be at this level and working with these people. But at the same time, like, how did I end up with these coaches, with these training partners? Like, I walk into ATT and it's a big building, it's a big gym. And I walk in every morning, I'm just like, wow, like, what am I doing here?
It's a crazy life.
Yeah, it's crazy. But as well, congratulations on all your success, because I've
thanks.
seen you everywhere.
Really?
On all the Jake Paul stuff.
Yeah. No,
Have you been enjoying it?
It's cool, yeah. I mean, is that an indication? I guess so. No, it's been good. Netflix?
Yeah, everything. I've seen you everywhere.
I appreciate it. Thank you. I'm coming to football too, by the way.
Yeah.
So just, football media too. So just let your friends over there, let the citizens know. And more on that coming up as well. Your brother has been with you. I have a question about your brother, Cody.
Yeah.
I looked at his social media. Ditchev.
Yes.
Where's the A? What's going on? For a minute, what happened? Why is it a different last name?
So we're obviously half Bulgarian. My dad's full Bulgarian. So it's a little bit like French. If you're male, you don't put the A on the end. If you're female, you put the A. So it's like when you add an E on the end in France. Yeah.
The last names too.
Yeah. So me and my mum are Ditcheva, and my dad, my two brothers, are Ditchev.
Wow.
Yeah.
I never knew that.
And if you call Cody Ditcheva, he will not
Pissed
be
off.
happy. Yeah.
Okay.
So when we used to be in school, they used to put A on the end of all the front of his notebooks when they were writing his name. He used to get so annoyed.
Yeah, I can imagine.
Worst
so every male has a different last name than their female family member?
Not every word, but yeah, our last name is like that, yeah.
Wow, I've never seen that in any, or I've never heard of that in any culture.
Yeah.
So that's a Bulgarian thing?
Yeah, it's a Bulgarian thing. And I know, like, from doing French in school, that sometimes they put an E on the end for a female or other words.
Féminin, masculin.
Yeah.
Je parle français aussi.
That's what it is, yeah.
No,
nice.
You speak French fluently? Okay, no. All right. All right, fair enough. Wait, so like if they say like my family's the Helwani family, what would your family be called?
I think they'd probably say the Ditchev family.
Because of the
male.
Yeah,
the
the patriarch,
Yeah. But yeah.
For a second, I saw a video where Man City did a thing where like a host came to train with you.
Yeah.
Right? And then she went to your Dublin fight.
Yeah.
And your brother was interviewed. And I was like, oh, they misspelled his name. And then I saw another thing with your brother and I was like, wait a second. And then I went on his social media and there was no A.
Yeah.
Crazy. Now, does he, I know he trains.
Yeah.
Is he a pro fighter?
He used to be a pro Thai boxer.
Okay.
And then he's not fighting anymore now. He's just coaching full time at my mum's gym that she's got with her. And then he's just like full time with me. So he arrives today. He's going to finish my camp with me.
Oh, wow.
And go over to Connecticut then for fight week.
So will he arrive here or in Florida?
He arrives here, yeah. He's coming here.
He could have come here. We could have had a whole chat about this last name fiasco.
I know.
So is he considered like a coach of yours or more of like a sparring partner?
No, he's a coach, yeah. Coach. So, yeah, striking coach he does for me.
What's that like, working with your brother, so to speak? Because sometimes, sibling rivalry, you may argue, things like that. Is it good? Is it bad?
About the sport, we don't really argue. Okay. Yeah, maybe we'll like have a few bickers outside of the sport, but like training wise, we don't really disagree on much. I listen quite well. I used to kind of argue with my mum a little bit. If she used to coach me as well, she still does now, but she tends to tell Cody what to do and then he tells me. I think just the mum and daughter thing, we clash sometimes. But I think it's because we're super, super close as well. So it's like sometimes we will clash over things, but me and Cody get on like really well.
So June 13th, will Cody and your mom be in your corner?
Just Cody does my corner. My mum, she'll be there. She'll be there front row, but she doesn't do the corner.
Did she ever do your corner?
Yeah, she
in
did.
MMA?
No.
Okay. Is there a reason for that?
Just when I transitioned over to MMA, she just kind of took a little bit of a backseat, not in the striking, but she didn't really understand MMA that well at the beginning. So, and she's not the type of coach or mum that's like, I've been here from the beginning, so I want to be there, type thing. She's kind of just left me to like work with the new coaches, and she's still very heavily involved, but she knows, she stays involved in the striking and kind of sits back for the rest.
Okay. And obviously, as we've talked about before, she's a multiple-time champion in kickboxing, right?
Yeah, and Thai boxing.
Thai boxing. What is the difference, by the way, between Thai boxing, kickboxing, and Muay Thai?
So Muay Thai and Thai boxing the same.
Okay.
But kickboxing is like you only kick above the waist.
Yes.
There's no elbows. Don't know whether there's even any knees. Whereas Muay Thai, Thai boxing is like elbows, knees,
right.
Kicking, the legs, the body, the head.
So why do you call it Thai boxing and not Muay Thai?
I switch between them both. Some people know it as Thai boxing, some people know it as Muay Thai.
There's no difference whatsoever.
No.
Okay. And that's how you started, like when you were around 4 years old, right?
Yeah.
But then you took a big break as a youngster. Why did you take that break?
I just wasn't interested in it. Yeah, I don't really remember. I just kind of stopped, didn't want to do it. I did loads of other sports, and my mum was never one to push me into it. She didn't want me to do it either, to be honest. So she just made sure that we were involved in sport, and that was the main thing. We stayed active. So she wanted me to be like a dancer. I went to like dancing school, singing and stuff like that. But it didn't give me that adrenaline rush that I get now. So.
Did you ever play football?
I did, yeah.
Okay, how'd that go?
Really well, yeah. I was with, I think it was Sale United I was with, or Altrincham for, which is quite a good team where I'm from.
Okay. Is that like an amateur team?
Yeah, it's like like a teenage team, coming up. But then I stopped that when I got into fighting, and my mum actually still plays for a team now. She plays football as well.
No way.
And one of her goals was to play football with her daughter before she retired and stopped playing. So we managed to do that. I was on the same team as my mum a few years ago. We used to play football, and now I don't do it anymore, but she's still playing.
She's still playing?
She just actually won her league, her football league. They won it like 3 games early because they had so many points.
Wow.
Yeah, they were unbeaten this season. So.
Do you mind if I ask how old she is?
She's 56 or 7, she is, my mom.
Incredible.
Yeah.
And is your dad an athlete like this?
He could be, but he's just not. He works so much, and then, but he could be. My dad used to be like a really good skier.
Okay.
He's obviously from Bulgaria, so he's like, his village is from where the mountains are, so he could have been like a really good skier, but he moved over to England to be with my mum.
And what does he do?
He's just, he manages restaurants.
Oh.
So, yeah.
In Manchester?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And what about your nan?
My nan?
What a legend she is.
I
saw her on the video blog too.
She's 89 this month.
89.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
And she's,
still going strong? Good health?
Is. She really is. Yeah, she's doing well. That's the one thing I miss about home. She's getting older now, and I think time is getting more and more valuable. But I keep trying to get her over here in the sun, but it's a bit too far for her, I think.
Right. What about her coming to any of your fights?
Yeah, now they're in the States. I'm not too sure. But
did she go to any when you were fighting in Europe?
She watched me win the title, the European title in Dublin. Yeah.
Wow, she went there.
She did.
Oh my God, that's amazing.
She did, and do you know what? She had such a good time. She absolutely loved it. It was she was a bit iffy about going, but once she was there, she was like loving it.
What did she think of all the the buzz, the loud music? She liked
loves it. Honestly,
okay.
She's really into it. Like, I put her on my vlogs and she's always like, why are you filming me? But she loves it. When people comment and I ring her and tell her, oh, people said this and that, she secretly loves it. She loves the attention.
That's incredible. Do they still have the robots going around the neighborhood?
They do. They're not as popular now, but yeah, they're still going around.
Unbelievable.
Still going.
So she watches your fights? Like if you fight in America, she won't stay up, right?
No, she won't stay up. She'll watch it afterwards. Yeah,
okay.
My family will show her afterwards. Yeah. And I always ring her beforehand on the way to the venue or something. I'll always make sure I ring her before it. She waits for that. So.
Do you get nervous?
To fight?
Like in the venue, like right before when you're calling her?
Definitely, yeah. Definitely get nervous. I'm never scared. People say, do you get scared? And I'm never scared, but I do get nervous.
There's a distinction between like the anxiety of just walking out and the fear. You're not afraid of going up against another human being. It's just sort of the anticipation, the build-up, all that.
Yeah. As soon as I step in the cage, that switches though. Like I kind of just, everything kind of goes. I'm not nervous anymore. I think it's just the build-up beforehand.
Do you allow yourself to think about what, a lot of people like to say you could be the face of the PFL, you could be the face of women's MMA, you could be they're putting a lot of big titles on you. Do you allow your mind to go there? some stuff needs to happen, right? You have to have a lot more success than just what you've
Of
had
course,
now.
yeah.
But you're on that path. It's
Yeah.
there.
I mean, that's probably what scares me more, to be honest. That maybe just scare me a little bit, that people are putting all this this faith in me. Although I know I'm going to do that anyway. I'm going to be the face of female MMA. I know that's one of my goals, to inspire and things like that. And I want to be the best, but can be daunting at times that I've kind of got all this kind of media and stuff like that on me. But it's all coming at the right time. I feel like my journey with PFL kind of started off at the right point, and they've really built me up in the right way. Doing the European season first got me ready for this season, and I feel like I'm prepared and learning, more and more each fight. So,
what scares you about those titles or about what could come? Is it just the pressure? Is it living up to that? What is daunting about that?
I think just looking into the future can be daunting. I try and just live in the moment and kind of take it fight by fight, and putting all this pressure on what I'm going to achieve and how I'm going to be viewed and what difference I'm going to make. I just want to make a difference day by day, and that's kind of how I keep it all with a cap on top of it. It's just kind of go day by day. As long as I'm in the gym training and setting an example hour to hour, that's kind of the main thing, and that's how I focus, rather than looking in a year's time. I want to be seen like this. Well, if I carry on doing this day by day, that'll come anyway. So that's kind of how I try and get my mindset.
Do you ever have to check yourself, or does anyone ever have to check you? Like, does your head get a little big because you're seeing all the attention and all the success, or are you not that type of person that it gets to you?
No one's had to check me.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm just a very humble person. Anyway, I think my mum said she's always asked me this, like, if you didn't get paid the money you got paid, or if you didn't get the publicity you got, would you still fight? That's the main thing. And I would, I would fight with no crowd if you could still make a living from it. The media and the publicity and things like that isn't what I crave. I crave the fight feeling of in the cage. So I think that's probably what keeps me humble, is the fact that as long as I've got money for my family to survive, and I'm not looking to be crazy rich or anything like that, I just want to do something I love every day and be able to live a normal life. So I think that's what keeps me humble.
Do you compare yourself to other fighters? And in particular, like, let's say the fighters in the UFC in your weight class, do you say, oh, I want to be there, I want what they have, I want to be bigger than them, I want to be better than them? Do you find yourself doing that?
I mean, I find myself saying I can beat her, I want to beat her, but I don't want to be richer than someone, or
Sure.
more famous than someone. I think just being able to beat someone at the top level would make me that person anyway. So
Who are the people that you say you could beat in the UFC?
I mean,
Who do you see? Who do you watch and say, I'm better than them?
I mean, I could have the title if I went there, but for me, I just I
You
feel
feel
like
right
I've
now,
got,
looking at the two people who are fighting for their belt, you could beat them right now. Alexa Grasso, Valentina Shevchenko.
yeah, I think I could. Yeah, I definitely think I'd be up there.
Your skill set matches up perfectly with theirs. It's not like they're wrestlers or anything like that.
No, and I think we'll see that when I win this season now, and I say I beat someone like Liz Carmouche and Talia Santos. As soon as I've beat them, I think, what else can people expect other than greatness for the rest of the year? Yeah.
Right. Wow. That is confidence.
Yeah, and you've got to be like that, and it's about time that I actually believe in what I can do. I think people say to me, oh, she's not fought this person, she's not fought that person. Well, or they say to me, she's running through all these girls because they're not very good. But if you put these girls against other people, they have close fights. Whereas when you put them with me, I finish them early. So I make it look easy sometimes,
This is good. I like this shit talking. This is
Yeah.
good stuff. You gotta
you gotta
I let people know.
Yeah, exactly. So, I mean, I'm going to be there to turn up for these fights, and I'm excited to kind of just stay silent, prove to everyone, my skill set in the cage, and that's the main thing for me.
And so you're a part of PFL for this season.
Yeah.
Is the deal over next year?
No,
Oh,
I'm with PFL for the foreseeable, and I'm quite excited. They've got so
you were
many.
very quick to answer that, by the way.
Yeah,
I don't know. Did you sign a new deal? Because I remember us talking about, didn't you have like a year and a half left or something?
Yeah, but with the tournament now, I know I'm going to win this tournament,
Okay.
and that automatically puts me into another year
Got it.
anyway.
Does
So
it just keep happening?
yeah, if I keep winning the tournament, I'm going to be here making my money and
Sure.
cashing all the checks.
Yes, but like, does it just keep triggering? Like, you win this tournament, you're back for the next one, back for the next one, back, or is
I
there a
think
point
so.
where you can test the market?
I think there's probably, I'm not 100% sure, so I can't comment, but I would like to maybe like win the tournament, and then they've got loads of opportunities going on. It'd be good to like fight on, like I said, like a champ versus champ card, or even like box if they were to do that. Or, you know, I don't want to just stay in the States all the time. I want to be able to move around and try different things, and feel like they're bringing the opportunities now. You know, they're involved in so many different things. So I'll win this tournament. If I go into another one next year, that's fine. But if they come up with some other ideas, I'm happy to do that as well.
Do you have any pro boxing bouts on your?
I don't know.
You'd like to do that?
I would, yeah. And I've been asked so many times if I'd box. You know, so many people have approached me about that. So it would be something that I'd look into.
Like 126 featherweight. That's perfect for you.
It would.
You versus Amanda Serrano.
Yeah.
The champ, or Sky Nicholson, the other champ.
Yeah.
Imagine that.
I mean, they're trying to.
They're trying to fight each other.
Yeah,
Yes.
Sky's trying to get it right.
Yes. Serrano's fighting
I've
Katie
seen
Taylor
that.
on the Netflix. Do you watch women's boxing?
I do watch it. Yeah, I do watch some of the fights. I think this. Do you think the Sky fight's going to happen with Serrano?
Well, if she wins this fight on July 20th, then she becomes the 140. She's going from 126 to 140.
Wow. Okay.
So she's bounced around from 7 different weight classes.
Wow.
Amanda Serrano. So it will be quite the jump. But she owns 3 of those titles.
Right.
The WBC took away. She was the undisputed champ. WBC took one away because she was fighting 3-minute rounds.
Okay.
So Sky won the interim belt, and then she won the vacant belt. So now she has one of those belts. So you would hope that they could unify them at some point. Yeah. But if Serrano beats Taylor, you'd think they'll do a trilogy.
Yeah.
She is getting up there. It's her 50th fight.
It's crazy.
So maybe it's.
And
I can understand.
PFL as well.
Oh wow, you versus Serrano in PFL would be something.
Imagine.
Yeah, we have Savannah Marshall coming over.
Yeah, she fights the week before me, so that's going to be interesting.
A lot of these women's boxers coming over to MMA to try to make some. Clarissa as well.
Yeah, I feel like the girls are making that transition before the guys.
Well, I think what's interesting is women's MMA fighters are making more than women's boxers.
Yeah.
Male boxers tend to make more than. Yes.
Yeah.
For whatever reason, I don't know. Maybe it's because of Ronda setting the pace. Like when you were watching Ronda, were you enamored with her as well?
Yeah.
Like everyone looked up to Ronda, right?
Yeah, and there was always, I think that's the one thing that sticks out when I first started MMA. The very first article that someone wrote was the next Ronda Rousey about me.
Wow.
And that was like my very first fight, and I was just like, wow, like I've watched her for so long, and I'm already getting compared to her. But yeah.
And who did she beat in that first UFC fight? We've said her name like 5 times. Liz Carmouche.
Oh.
Come on. It all comes together. It all comes together. She beat her in the first fight in 2013. Did you know that?
I didn't know that, no.
How old were you in 2013? 12? 11?
I'd probably only just started my Thai boxing career at that time.
You didn't watch the first women's fight? You were more focused on that?
I was on Thai boxing then, yeah. To be honest, when I did Thai boxing, it wasn't really, MMA wasn't something that I even thought about.
Did you even know about it?
At the very beginning. Not really, no. In all honesty, no. It was only like later on, maybe when I hit like 17, that I started watching Ronda and Joanna. Yeah. And then I started to kind of think, oh, I might try this. And a few people were like, let's take you to an MMA class.
Did you hear that UFC is going to Manchester and the fight will be in the middle of the night?
I did.
How would you feel about that? You'd have to fight at like 3 a.m.
Yeah, you know, it's a shame as well for the fans because I mean, I'm always last on a card in the UK, and everyone is always wasted by the end of it, and they don't always watch me. So if you think about them coming to watch a fight even later, it's not going to be the best for the fans.
5 a.m. will be the main event walkout. 5:15, 5:30. I feel bad for the local guys, right? So like Leon, Tom Aspinall, they live in the UK.
Their time zones.
They're going to have to now train in the middle of the night, right?
Yeah.
What a pain.
Yeah, it's a shame. And I don't quite understand it because it would only make the fight over here in the States in the afternoon, right?
Yeah.
So it would still work, I think.
They tend to feel like the pay-per-views aren't good
successful.
enough. Yeah.
Okay.
So here's the thing. I asked you about the Liz Carmouche fight, and you didn't know that one, and that gave me a little bit of pause because you claim to be a huge Man City fan, right? And so I want to propose something to you, okay? Here it is, all right? Don't get nervous. Hello, everyone. Don't get nervous. Big Man City fan. You're the biggest. I see you at the games. You're wearing the kit, all this stuff. You are diehard.
You can only do this if you want me to ask you some Forest questions.
Absolutely. Ask whatever you want. Because there's one thing that Forest will have that Man City will never have, which is back-to-back European Championships. Unfortunately, you guys. 79-80. I don't know if you know about that. Brian Clough, look it up. So we're going to do 10 questions, trivia questions about Man City. But these are the stakes, great stakes. Do you want to hear them?
No.
And you could decline. You don't want to take part.
No.
It's a good fun. If you get more than 7 right, you will be immortalized on this wall forever.
Oh.
You will be in the studio, picture on the wall forever. If you get more than 7 right, 7 or up. Do you want to know what happens if it's less than 7?
Go on.
If it's less than 7, one of the members of our team, his name is Mysterious Frank. You may or may not have seen him back there. He doesn't make his face shown. If he's in public, he wears a luchador mask. Do you know what a luchador mask is?
No.
Like the Mexican wrestling mask.
Oh, okay.
If it's less than 7,
Gotta wear that.
no. He has to walk out with you for your fight on June 13th. Just walk out, but then goes take a seat. He just has to be a part of the posse that walks out with you if it's less than 7. I've not asked the PFL this, but these are the stakes that I'm proposing. Immortalized on the wall forever, Mysterious Frank walks out with you.
If I get more right, I want a City shirt up there as well.
You can have whatever. Oh, you don't want the picture?
I'd rather have a City shirt right on the middle of your
Instead of
wall.
your picture?
Yeah.
Okay, that's fine. Well, you want to replace that? The Forest banner.
Take that down.
Take it down and put a City one.
Yeah.
How do you feel about this?
Not very confident.
You don't think these are pretty easy questions? I've looked at them.
Okay. You do remember my age though, right? I'm only 25. I'm not going to know.
Yeah, sure. I'm a huge New York Knicks fan. And by the way, did you open that? Or are you so nervous that it's still closed?
No, it's
okay. I can tell you all about the 1970 New York Knicks, and I was born in 1982. It's like, if you're a fan, you're a fan. But it's up to you. You could walk away from this and we could pretend this never happened, or we could have a bit of fun.
I'm just not sure I trust your questions, but okay, let's have a bit more.
Okay, you ready? These are easy. You will get them.
Okay.
You ready? So like I said, 7 or up, you're on the wall.
You're making it sound dead easy, but I know you, Ariel. You're very clever at this.
Music.
Oh, this is intense.
Okay, Dakota. On the final day of the 2011-2012 season, the title race was an extremely close one, and Manchester United thought they had won it until a last-minute goal from Manchester City in their match against Queen's Park Rangers snatched the title from under United's nose. Which player scored the goal in question? Now, I will give you a hint. I have been to a City match and at Etihad. No, you don't need to play it again. Just when I asked the question. Frank, you don't need to play it again. It's too much. I've been to a City match against Forest, and there was a statue of this man outside the stadium commemorating this goal.
Outside of Forest Stadium?
No, outside of Etihad.
David Silva.
Final answer?
Aguero.
Got it. You got it. I'll give it to you. I'll give it to you.
But the statue is
there's
David Silva.
There's a Sergio Aguero statue out there commemorating this.
Okay, well that was a trick question because there's a silver one as well.
Listen, I was giving you a hint. That wasn't a trick question. I pretty much gave you the whole freaking thing right there. I'm giving it to you, okay?
Okay.
By the way,
right. What do you mean you're giving it to me?
Well, I mean, you did say someone else, and then I asked you. These questions are from Blue Moon Trivia, by the way. So it seems very legit. Which former Manchester United player succeeded Sven-Goran Eriksson as Man City manager in June 2008? A former Manchester United player succeeded Sven-Goran Eriksson as Man City manager in 2008.
I was 10 years old at this time, Ariel.
Oh, so you weren't... You were good. You were watching, right?
Can you repeat it again?
Okay, it's too loud now. It's screwing us up, Frank. Which former Manchester United player succeeded Sven-Goran Eriksson as Manchester City manager in June 2008? I'll give you a hint.
Okay, go on.
Initials, MH. By the way, they're whispering to you the answer. Do you see that? We have the we have the score there. You got one. You see it at the bottom. Isn't that fun? Oh.
You made me jump. Don't do that.
Sorry.
Okay, what was the answer? Did I get it wrong? Does that mean?
Well, I mean, you didn't say anything. I think they were saying that your time is.
What's the guy with the long? Has he got long hair?
I can't answer that.
What did you say the initials were?
MH.
Is it? No.
What, Manchester?
No, I was going to say. I don't know.
Mark Hughes. Do you know Mark Hughes?
I don't even know who that is.
Some guy back there knew who it was.
Mancini. But that's more like when I was older.
Okay.
Have we got any?
This is an easy one.
Okay.
In which year did Manchester City move from their old ground of Main Road to the City of Manchester Stadium? It was, I'll give you a hint. It was 21 years ago.
See, what are these questions?
What? I'm literally giving you the answer. All you have to do is do the math from 21 years ago.
Do you know, I'm not very good at math. 21 years ago.
Frank, I hope you got your nice luchador mask right out there. It's okay. You're still in the mix. Oh, this is the easiest one of all. You're going to nail this one, okay? Which Belgian midfielder did Man City sign from VfL Wolfsburg at the beginning of the 2015-16 season?
Company.
Which Belgian midfielder did Man City from the country of Belgium?
We play in Manchester. I'm not bothered if you're from Belgium.
De Bruyne. He needs to sit here. What? Have you heard of Kevin De Bruyne?
I have.
Oh my God. We need to call up Man City. Are you secretly a Red? That's what you are, huh?
Definitely not. I
don't know Kevin
any questions.
You don't know where Kevin De Bruyne is from.
He's making me look bad making that noise. Right. What are we here to? 3-1?
Well,
3-1.
3 is this is it, right? If you don't get this one, it's over.
Done.
This is so easy, this one. In 2018,
all of them.
Amazon Prime released a documentary about Man City's title-winning season. What was it called? I mean, it was a documentary. Amazon. It was kind of a big deal. They followed them for the whole year. Well, you're giving me the look of death. This is the look that...
I only watched the Netflix one. Have you watched the Netflix?
It's a good one, the new one.
I cried.
What did you cry about?
I cried at the end when the players were
It was nice.
All crying. It was really sad.
What was it called? Treble. What was it called? The one that just came out, right?
The new one.
So you're more of like a, dare I say, like a Johnny Come Lately fan. Like you just kind of know about the 2022-2023 season?
Well, no, I know about the seasons from, do you remember when Aguero scored the winning goal?
Sure, we spoke about that. That was a good one.
Yeah.
Or was it the other guy, Silva?
From there. No, it was Aguero. It was Aguero. Okay, what was my question?
The Amazon documentary. Have you heard of it?
I haven't.
It's about everything or nothing. It's about all or nothing for that season, 2017.
Manchester City, all or nothing.
Hey, you got it. Yes.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's a better sound.
That was a good one. Okay, we're back on track. 2011 season, Man City won the FA Cup. Yaya Toure, have you heard of him? Yeah. There we go. Scoring the only goal in the second half. Who were their opponents?
Oh.
Yeah. What a buzzkill.
Can you give me a clue?
I'm stoked that you're here. I gotta say.
Give me a clue.
I am stoked that you're here. Do you know what that means when someone says they're stoked?
Stoke?
Yeah. Like
Stoke?
Yeah.
Team Stoke, whatever it is.
Yeah. Stoke City. She nailed it. Oh, this is so easy. This is you've
said that about
I'm not even going to finish. I'm not even
question.
going to finish the question. You're going to get it. Because if you don't get it, you may not be asked back. September 2008, Manchester City underwent a takeover, which would eventually lead to them becoming one of the country's biggest clubs. Which tycoon bought the club? Who bought the club? From Takshin Shinawatra. Forget about him. Essentially, who's the owner of the team?
What's his name?
Look, it's 3-3. It's a tie game. This guy.
Sheikh Mansour.
No, she got it. She got it. Sheikh Mansour. Oh my God, you would never be allowed back. Have you ever met him?
I haven't, no.
Okay, probably for the best.
Yeah, it probably is. I agree.
Okay, here we are. You want to keep going?
Not really. But
Okay. Are you sweating right now?
Am I on the wall yet?
Not quite. No. Well, you have to run the table now. You have to get the next 3 right. Manuel Pellegrini,
Playing an impossible game here.
the first Chilean manager to manage a Premiership team, replaced Roberto Mancini in the summer of 2013. How many honors did Man City win under him? I'll give you multiple choice.
Okay.
Was it 4? Was it 3? Was it 2? Or was it 0?
What year was it?
He replaced him in 2013. And he won X amount of honors with them. Was it 4?
I saw the table the other day.
3? 2?
2.
Or 0? Is 2 your final answer?
Yeah. I'm waiting for the sound.
He doesn't know the answer either. He's waiting for me. Sorry. It was 3. I'm sorry. So who do we reach out to? Like Don Davis or? He's a good guy. He's he'll really add a lot to the team bonding. He'll just you don't have to actually interact with him.
Can he wear a City shirt?
Yes.
Okay.
City shirt and a luchador.
And the mask, yeah.
Do you think they'll say yes? Because there's a very good chance PFL says, go kick rocks and this is a horrible idea, which you could probably make happen behind the scenes.
We'll make it work.
Wow. If Frank does this, the whole team wants to come to the fight. I want to be there, the rest of the team at Mohegan Sun.
Ariel, if it's going to get you to the fight,
otherwise,
we'll
I'm not leaving my couch.
If that's going to get you to come watch me smash it, then okay.
All right. It sounds like we have a deal, Frank. What do you say? That's oh gosh, this was fun.
It was.
Are you lamenting this?
Fun.
No,
I'm not excited for this to go out and City to see it, but
no one's going to see this. Our fan bases don't really mix. They hate me because I always sing, "You'll never win that." Back-to-back champions of Europe, you'll never win that. June 13th, Mohegan Sun.
Yeah.
Good luck to you.
Thank
Any
you
more
so
media
much.
and stuff in New York, or is that it?
There is. We're going to Connecticut later.
Oh gosh.
And then we're going to a basketball game tomorrow.
WNBA or NBA? W. I love the WNBA. You know, they're on fire now.
Yeah.
Caitlin Clark, have you heard of her?
Yeah, I love it. I follow the basketball. Yeah, the girls are doing great. She's having a tough time at the moment now. She's gone. Do you know, it reminded me a little bit of MMA. It's like when I come from Thai boxing and moved over to MMA, it was like I was back to the bottom of the pile.
Yes.
I feel like that's what she's going through now, but she'll come back up.
Everyone's kind of picking on her a little bit. She doesn't play for a very good team, but she is like a generational talent.
What she's done for female basketball as well.
Female sports.
Yeah.
She's got a huge deal from Nike.
Yeah.
Similar to your deal with Celsius.
Yeah.
I would imagine.
Yeah.
So enjoy that. Which I guess Connecticut Sun. You'll be in Connecticut.
Yeah.
Yep. Sure. Thank you very much. She's Dakota Ditcheva, not to be confused with Cody Ditchev.
Yeah.
Don't screw that up. She fights on June 13th in America, here, Connecticut, just a couple hours from here at the famed Mohegan Sun. And it's going to be great. And perhaps we'll be there. Stay tuned for that. We're going to be joined by Paige Van Zandt and Elle Brook. You like Elle Brook?
Yeah, I know Elle Brook.
She's from Manchester,
I love Paige as well. She's from American Top Team, so
right. They're fighting this weekend. You heard about this?
I did.
Kind of crazy, right?
I've been watching the videos.
You imagine if Paige loses to her? That's bad, right?
It would be bad, but she's
not going to.
It'd be a good fight, though. I haven't trained with her. She's just been boxing training with a few of the girls, but I mean, Elle's game as well, though. She's really
tough.
game, but it'll be good. It'll be a good fight.
Thanks for watching. We appreciate it very much. Hey, if you like this video, give us the old thumbs up. Subscribe as well. You could get many more of these videos on the channel, so please do that. We would love you forever if you did so.